Are you planning a trip to France or Paris in 2023 or the years coming? Then this video is for you. You're gonna need this even before you board that flight. Watch this video. Welcome back to my channel. If you do not yet know me, my name is Robin T and I make videos about travel, food, beauty, fitness, healing, and fashion. So in this video, I will tell you about 5 things plus a bonus of what you must know before your trip to France, Paris, or anywhere else in France, because I learned it so that you guys don't need to the hard way. So suppose that you've already bought your flight ticket or your train ticket to Paris or anywhere else you're going in France. If you have not yet bought a ticket, please book your ticket well in advance before you go. I will recommend 6 months before you go to Paris. Avoid booking your train or your plane ticket to Paris between these peak times because it's a lot more expensive. If you're staying in Europe and you want to drive to Paris, you need to make sure your driving license is going to be accepted in Paris. I don't yet know anything about this because I'm still learning to drive myself, but I feel like it might be a very long journey, so plan ahead before you even think about driving to Paris. So you've booked your ticket, you've booked a place to stay like a hotel or Airbnb, and all you just want to know is how you can navigate around Paris and where you can go for food or for entertainment. First thing first, if you are from a European country, I don't know how ticketing and public transport happen, but in the UK, we use our phone or we use our contactless card for public transport. In France, you don't need to have a card which is similar to an Oyster card, or you need to buy a paper ticket. You need to make sure how long your tickets are going to last. If you're buying a ticket from area 1 to area 5, that will cost you around 21 euros and will last you 24 hours. But if you pay a ticket that's only for 2 zones, so let's say zone 1 and zone 2, that will cost you around 10 euros and will only last 4 hours. If you're going to visit Paris, make sure you buy a ticket that includes area 1 and area 5 to go and visit everywhere. However, if you have a family with children, please do not attempt to take the train. Avoid underground train at all costs because they will not have any places for you to park your pushchair. Use the Uber because that will be a lot more efficient for you, and the Uber will be completely equipped depending on how old your kids are. If you have babies, the Uber will have baby seats and everything, so you don't need to worry about that. Number 2, if it's your first time in France and in Paris, avoid speaking English too loud. You will be targeted because you speak English and they know you're not from here. They know that you do not understand the language. They will know that you do not understand how things are being done, especially in Paris. They will sometimes be rude to you, or they will sometimes increase the prices of certain items knowing that you're not from here, so you do not know the actual price, you do not know the right price, and yeah, so be careful, especially when visiting the Eiffel Tower, which is my third point. First of all, when visiting the Eiffel Tower, you need to go between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. or even earlier than that. If you want to have beautiful pictures with nobody present, the earliest until 8. That's if it's after 8, just forget about it because it's going to be as full as Times Square. If you want to go at night, go between the hours of 11 till 2 a.m. in the morning. It will be busy, but at least you will see the Eiffel Tower lit up. There will be a lot of people coming to ask you, do you speak English? Please avoid them big time, because most of them will scam you, take your money and go away. You also need to be aware of pickpockets because there is such a lot of people around the Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Elysees, the Jewelry Garden. You really need to securely carry any valuable things you have on you, or just have somebody to keep an eye on your surroundings. It's the same thing in the train. Do not leave your bag on the side. Always hold your bag in front of you. Number 4, If you're going to spend 3 days or more in Paris, you need to go with at least 300 to 500 pounds because you're going to spend a lot when it comes to food, visiting around. If you want to visit 2 museums or 3 museums on 1 day or 2 days, you can only pay 55 euros. But if you want to visit a museum for 4 days or 6 or 7 days, you have to be paying 85 euros to visit all the museum in France or Paris. In terms of food, do not go to McDonald's or Five Guys or KFC because it's a lot more expensive, and I rather you go to restaurant and actually have the experience of eating French food instead of going to McDonald's where you will have the same thing that you have in your home country. I spent around 30 euro for 3 items in McDonald's with me and my cousin. I bought a chicken sandwich, chicken nuggets, and a drink, Coca-Cola. I got water because I didn't really want to drink anything fizzy, and I also got myself a wrap, and that cost us around 27.95, which is almost 30 euro. And I went again and grabbed an ice cream and 2 fruit packets, which ended up costing me 5 euros, and I ended up spending 30 euros for, let's say, 4 or 5 items in McDonald's. If you're going by yourself, you will definitely need 300 to 500 pounds to spend around Paris. But if you're going with children, you need to have at least 2.5 in your bank account before you go to Paris. Number 5, don't be that tourist that just wear extravagant outfit and they can see on you that yes, I am not from here. Do not go to France and wear a beret. They will know straight away you're not from France. Just wear casually, wear comfortably. Don't make it too extravagant. Okay, I've talked about the 5 things you need to know, and I just want to throw in a little bonus for you guys. You need to know how to use these applications to go around. Otherwise, you get lost very quickly and you will not know how to get back. If you want to ask for direction in Paris, then go to an information desk because you will find people who speak in English, in Chinese, or in French. But don't just ask someone on the street like, oh my god, I'm lost, I don't know where to go. Number 1 is a city mapper. You can use city mapper in London as well. It's so helpful. It also works offline. If you're using a train to go from Paris to another city, you must use CNCF and the OiGo app. I will put it right here. But if you want to go around Paris and you don't know exactly where you're going and you want to know which line you can take, which train you can take, you need to download Malin RATP app. It will say bonjour RATP, which is technically good morning RATP. It's exactly like City Mapper, but this one is a lot more targeted for France. If you want to use a scooter, you need to download the Tier app, and it's free for your first use, and then after that you need to pay around 1.7 euro. That's it for the video. I hope you've learned something from this video, and I hope I have helped you enough into what you must know before going to France. If there's anything you want me to make a video about, please put it down in the comment. I will make another video in this how to get around in France, but I feel like when I went on my trip, I didn't have that much experience, and I'm thinking of going back, and then the more I learn, the more I will share with you guys. But if you have something specific that you want me to talk about, please put it down in the comment. Don't forget to like. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on my next video. Okay, bye guys, and have a lovely time.